Welcome to the Filthy Mitts Podcast.
All right, guys. We are getting really close to the Stanley Cup final, and I got to tell you, I think we're on a collision course here. Because in my opinion, the two best teams left standing are the Colorado Avalanche and the Carolina Hurricanes. And if that ends up being the Stanley Cup final, then buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because it might be one of the most intense finals we've seen in years. But before we get into Carolina, we got to talk about Colorado. Because, guys, this team feels like Thanos. Seriously. Everywhere you look, there's just another weapon. Elite speed, elite skill, superstar talent. And once they get rolling downhill in a game, it almost doesn't even feel fair. And that's why right now, I think the Avalanche are inevitable. That is exactly what this team feels like. Before all the Vegas fans lose their damn minds, yes, Vegas is dangerous. Okay? They have Mitch Marner and Jack Eichel for crying out loud. And I realize that this isn't their first rodeo. They know exactly how to drag teams into ugly playoff hockey games. All right? So if anybody can slow Colorado down, it's probably Vegas. Me personally, I think the Avs are just too damn good. And then there's Carolina. Guys, the Carolina Hurricanes are still undefeated. That team absolutely suffocates you. They pressure everything. There's no room, no easy breakouts, no time to think. But I'll tell you what, I'm really curious to see how this long break affects them. By the time they start the third round, it'll be close to 10 days since they last played. Could that hurt the Canes? Because we've seen it happen before. A team gets hot, they're rolling, they're emotional, and then suddenly they sit for a week. Meanwhile, the other team is battle-tested, and they're already in survival mode. That layoff can absolutely kill momentum, guys. It's a real thing. So whether it's Buffalo or Montreal they play next, if I'm a Carolina fan, I'm a little nervous for Game 1. In fact, I'm calling it right now. Carolina will drop Game 1. Now, I'm not saying they'll lose the series, but I think they come out flat. Now, let's talk about this Montreal Canadiens and Buffalo Sabres series. Montreal's up 3-2. But are we really counting Buffalo out? Because the second half version of Buffalo was pretty damn dangerous. It seemed like they were scoring 5 or 6 goals every single night. Now, I do think the Habs will take care of business, but if Buffalo forces a Game 7, watch out. Things could get really interesting. All right, but overall, I still think we're headed towards Colorado versus Carolina. And if that's the matchup, I'm taking the Colorado Avalanche. I just think they have too much firepower. And honestly, they feel inevitable. That's it for today's episode. If you guys like hockey content like this, give a follow. This is the Filthy Mitts Podcast. I'm out.